Hey, what's up guys, Matt here. So last week I got to go to the LA Auto Show, got to check out and drive some pretty awesome cars, but while I was there, Hyundai had their 2015 Sonata, and this has CarPlay built in. It was my first experience using it, so in this video I'm going to go over what Apple has to offer. So I was really excited to use this because most infotainment systems out there are really bad. None of them are really good. They do what you need them to do, but in a kind of horrible way. So I was hoping that Apple could fix this. There's one thing to note here. CarPlay isn't really an operating system. It's just running from your phone and overlaying it onto the existing infotainment system that's already built into the car. So it's still up to the car manufacturer to actually make a quality product that then runs CarPlay on top of it. So in the Sonata, the touchscreen was kind of mushy and it didn't handle scrolling very well. And I think that's something that really needs to be addressed when we plug in our phones and have it displayed on our infotainment systems. Our phones are much more responsive, and that jarring jump from one non-responsive display to our phone is kind of distracting and makes it a little bit harder to use, and I think that car manufacturers have a lot of work to do here. So getting into CarPlay. When you plug in your phone, you are greeted with the CarPlay interface, and it looks much like your iPhone. It's just stripped down so that you get the bare basics of what you would need when you're actually driving. So you get your phone, you get maps, you get messages, you get your music, you get a now playing, you get podcasts, and then there will also be third-party apps that are available like Spotify and iHeartRadio. This whole interface is really Siri integrated, so they really want you to use Siri so that you're not actually looking at the screen while you're driving, which is a good idea. So when you open up the phone app, you're going to be prompted to dial a phone number. When you open up the Messages app, you're going to do the same. This goes for all the apps on CarPlay. They really want you to keep your eyes on the road and not be distracted by the screen. Everything looks and works pretty much the same as it does on your phone, so it's not too confusing to move around it, and you can get used to it pretty quickly. But I have to say, I wasn't too impressed. It just really doesn't feel finished. It feels like a lot of things that could be added or could be changed to just make it a better experience when you're in the car. It's certainly a lot better than what you get on the stock infotainment systems, but it's just not so much better that I'm wowed and this is a solution that we are looking for. It's just better. It's not the best. So one thing that I really don't like is that when you go into messages, you can't read the messages. You can only have Siri read it back to you. You can't even see the conversation that you had with that particular person. You can just have them read back the previous text message through Siri and then reply to them through Siri again. You can't read it, and I know you're not supposed to be reading in the car, but if you're at a stoplight or something like that, I don't see why that's a problem. The Maps app is actually pretty good. You can find your location and navigate there. If you like Apple Maps and you can handle not using Google, then this is a good solution compared to what you got built in. And in the Music app, you can search for all your music, and then once you find a song, you can go into Now Playing, and it'll show you what's playing, and you can forward, rewind, and do all the basic stuff that you would expect. So overall, there's a lot of cool things here that integrate your phone into your car, which is nice to see. But there's a lot of stuff that needs to be thought out, like the Messages app and other app integration that just needs to be worked out and thought about better for a car experience rather than just a smaller screen that's less complicated. But it is nice to see that tech companies are finally trying to do something about these horrible car interfaces, and in a few years I can see that these are actually going to be pretty good, and I'm pretty excited for that. So that was just a quick hands-on of CarPlay. I really have mixed emotions about it right now. I want to like it, but just not quite there yet. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I'm hoping to get my hands on CarPlay to use it a lot longer than just the few minutes that I did, and once I do, then I'll bring you guys my full review. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and hit subscribe to see when new videos are up. Like I said, my name is Matt, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!